hard to say what the metals complex will do today because it's well, right now it's on Wednesday, March 7th, 4:51, almost 5 in the morning. The silver was down about 20 cents about an hour ago, but you know, it's really only going to depend upon what kind of word is going to be coming out from the Euro news, and it's Euro shares steady as investors brace for Greece. Late breaking story here. This is at 8 Greenwich Mean Time, so it was just out less than an hour ago. It's really all this new debt swap that's going to be coming up, and also the payroll data, which is coming up on Friday, a couple days from now. So a lot of people are not really jumping into the metals because they're considered a risk asset. Now, do I think they're going to go up a hell of a lot this year? Yes. Am I out of my positions mainly? Yes. Because I think they're probably, it's not maybe a smart thing to do, but, I think that when Mark Farber is telling me about this correction period, that inspired me, not the day before yesterday, to dump almost half the Sprott. Then I saw what this happened. I was thinking of March 20th and 23rd. There may be even more downturn in the metals. Maybe not coming up today. Today might be a better day. I'm not sure because it's all going to depend on what kind of news stories come out there that could drive the markets up a little bit. But I'm thinking I can get back my positions cheaper. So that's a risky maneuver, but what can I tell you? I mean, I'm trying to, not just guess the market, but I'm trying to do is estimate what I think is going to happen to the market within the next couple weeks, because there could be some kind of thing to scare people out of metals, even if there's going to be no problem at all. I got a feeling that there's not going to be a problem, but I think there's going to be enough of a scare to knock things down some more. So I want to hopefully get them back cheaper. Now, even today, say for instance, there was another thing that went on, I might buy back positions, if I get them in cheaper. I also want to point out about this PSLV again, this damn premium. It dropped a little bit even when it got hit on Tuesday. I'm not putting, the spot price of silver was down over 3% on Tuesday, and Sprott's premium even dropped a little bit more slightly. So the only way this premium is going to come back is for silver to go way the hell up. But if you're in leverage, you're going to do a hell of a lot better. A hell of a lot better. So I don't think I want to jump into this stuff as much anyway. But if I see silver, I see it get cheaper than whenever, anything I sold it for, I'll buy it. But I'm not going to buy as much of it. So, and I was also looking at the Fibonacci. This was around the end of December for silver. 2667, I think, was one of the close dates. It might have been around December 28th, 2011. I think that was a date, but it's very close to that day. And then a few days ago, we had this 3717 high. So, if you're looking at the Fibonacci from that, 3316 or 3273, we'll figure roughly 33 for, the 1 point, but it could be going down below 31, So, but, where did it close? Right around 33. So, hard to say, but one thing I've been thinking about what Mark Farber's been saying. And I kind of was hearing him, but sometimes it's like, I don't know how he's thinking this stuff. Silver's recovering, it's not going to go down that much. But that's what told me to dump it a little bit more even over here, And I did buy into some of the AGQ because I was thinking it might have a temporary bounce, and I'll dump that because I was thinking that silver was going to drop a little further after some of this action started happening. because it dropped real hard that day. It bounced, but it's almost like, a bounce because it dropped so damn hard. So, the direction is still further downward. That's what I'm thinking, because looking at the events, not just this chart, but there's a lot of worries about what's going to happen in the euro on March 20th and 23rd. But like you said, a news story could change that situation in a second flat. It is a news-driven market. So, but I do think that what Mark Farber says, I gotta pay attention to this guy, because this could drop down into this range too. Because we're not really looking at the correction period here or the correction period here. This whole thing, all along here, this whole period, this is the correction period. It's the correction period. And really, right in the 31 area could very easily be. It could very easily be dropped further into the 31 area. So, I think that's probably where I want to buy it. I want to buy it below 32, but if I might buy some of it back today if I got it cheaper, and that includes palladium and stuff. But it doesn't look like that. So, but one story could drive the markets down even further. It could. So, I just think that there's going to be a little bit more problem about this, because this is coming up right now. It's only March 7th. This is about 2 weeks away almost. So I think there's going to be some more problems with the euro over here, and that's going to also cause people to maybe be scared of the metals. Something's going to scare the metals down even a little bit more. But I think after this, it's going to start taking off. So I could possibly get things a little bit cheaper in a couple weeks, but I'm not sure. It's almost like the exact opposite of 2011. This time of the year, metals were flying, silver was flying, and what was going on with everything was looking pretty good, and everybody was thinking it's going to the moon. Well, right now it's like the exact opposite. But I think this Greek situation is going to get resolved, and then when it's resolved, it's going to fly up. So dumping out of this stuff was kind of a dangerous move, and dumping out of it the day before would have been smarter, obviously, because I probably would have bought it back here. But I think there's so much drive right now, and to get the heck out of these metals, that I think they're going to fall further. So that was my decision.